Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is March 16th, and here's the latest update on the U.S. Senate elections. Now, we have recent new polling for the Ohio race. Now, this race will definitely be one of the key races that could decide the control of the Senate. Now, the average polling right now, it's for Brown at a 47.2%, while Houston's at a 45.5% for the Republican Party. If you look at more recent polls, it says here there's one that was added on March 16th with Houston up by 1%. And the one even from March 12th that was added, it has Brown, the Democratic Party, listed at gaining momentum at 4%. Now, if you're interested in seeing the trend line, here's one interesting one. It's if you go ahead and go back to earlier of this year for January 2026, you can see Houston was up at a 48.6%. Fast tracking to now 45.5%, now being March. And then for the Democratic Party, back in January, it was at 46.5%, and they've actually increased up to 47.2%. So here's what the latest polling is showing for the Ohio 2026 general election for both the Ohio governor and Ohio Senate. It says early polling shows narrow margins in both statewide contests as Ohio voters weigh economic pressures and national politics. And if we go ahead and scroll down to the Senate race, it says the Senate contest follows a similar pattern. Republican incumbent John Houston follows a slight edge with 45.5%, while Democratic Sherrod Brown receives 44.4%. Another 6.5% actually remains undecided, with a 3.6% selecting another candidate. Now, Brown has built his career appealing to working class voters across Ohio's industrial regions, yet the numbers suggest those bona fides do not guarantee insulation in the present political climate. Yet for Houston, appointed to the seat in January 2025 after J.D. Vance vacated to serve as Trump's vice president, the closeness of the race hints at a nationalized environment in which federal politics may weigh heavily on local contests. Now, in another polling, Brown leads Houston in the Ohio Senate race poll, with, of course, healthcare costs a top concern. Says here a new statewide poll shows a close U.S. Senate race in Ohio, with Democrat Sherrod Brown narrowly leading Republican John Houston, and voters citing insurance costs at their top healthcare concern. The survey of 600 likely voters conducted March 3rd through the 8th by On-Message Public Strategies for the Insurance Watchdog Coalition found Brown with 47% support to Houston's 45%, with 8% remaining undecided. Now, the poll has a margin of error of plus or minus 4 percentage points. The race will determine who completes the remainder of the term vacated by Vice President J.D. Vance. And in other news, here's the latest update for the GOP's chances of losing 5 crucial Senate races for Democrats to win control. We're going to go ahead and start off with Alaska. If we go to scroll down here, it says, according to Kalshi, the Alaska Senate winner is with Mary Patolta at 52% and Dan Sullivan at 50%. There's also a 3% chance for Ann Diener. We go ahead and scroll down for Maine. The Maine Senate winner for the Democratic Party is at 70% now, in comparison to the Republican Party at 30%. There's also North Carolina, according to Kalshi, with Roy Cooper at 81%, and for the Republican nominee at 19%. For the state of Ohio, the Democratic Party is at a 53%, Republican Party at 47%. And then things get very interesting with Texas, with James Tallarico now at 43% and the Republican Party at 57%. And that is all the updates that I have for today. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.